don't you know it's a beautiful new day? Running down the avenue, see how the sun shines brightly in the city, on the streets where once was pity. Mr. Blue Sky is living here today. Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. You had to hide away for so long. Hey there, Mr. New, we're so pleased to be with you. Look around, see what you do. Everybody smiles at you.
There they are, the roses aside of two thorns. Well, never mind, I'll remember it went this way. Sorry, squeezing again. Well, let's try again. Good evening and welcome to Littleport Christian Spiritualists. That was Mr. Blue Skies. Let's get on with it. Friends, welcome. And thank you all for coming this wonderful evening. And let's give a big, proper and just Littleport welcome to two lovely roses aside of a single thorn. Our friends, our mediums for tonight. Number one, Reverend Barbara Price. Number two, Louise Perry. Wonderful, welcome. It's double bubble 2 weeks in a row. Well, aren't we all special? Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Well, friends, very much looking forward to tonight. Both of you working. An opportunity for me to sit back and take the weight off my slingbacks and have a rest as well. Now, of course, I would just like to say thank you very much to Tony and his son for the new music. I deliberately didn't change the description at the bottom to catch people on the hop, but after the service, I will be changing it so it don't get booted off of YouTube. But this is the wonders of modern technology, just like our router over the back there. And I even checked it earlier on. But this is the point. The best laid plans of mice and men often torn asunder. Anyone who has read the book, you're better than me because I could never get to past the penultimate chapter. But friends, everything starts in the right place and everything has the right beginning. And of course, with every divine service, which this is what it is, we begin with an opening prayer. So let's join together as we say, Great Spirit, Father, Mother God, we thank you for the opportunity to come together as friends, to unite under your banner of love and hope and friendship, to witness your proof and your truth that life is indeed eternal. As we gather in this place, we ask that our friends and loved ones, those we thought we'd lost, but know now to be just one side of a veil, well, we ask that veil to be lifted, Great Spirit, that we may reunite, gather together, and be joyous in the union of eternal love. And as I place this service in your care and keeping, we make the statement as ever, that everything we do is in the name of love, truth, and light. Amen. Amen. And now, of course, one of the wonderful things about the internet going down is that you can always kind of blame that if people think you've missed something. But of course, I'm not like that. So good evening to everyone at home. Well done for not watching EastEnders. And if you're watching on playback, we know what you did. Friends, the wonderful thing about this way of life, I feel, is that we mostly do not take ourselves too seriously. I think it's really, really important that when you are facing the challenge of dealing with life eternal, of proving life eternal, and also dealing with the difficulties that people face when they feel that they have lost their loved ones because they've lost the physical. It's important to remember that blue skies, laughter, love, and upliftment, joy, happiness, the occasional joke at one's own self-deprecating expense is always worth it. Because we cannot wander around being all serious all the time. We cannot take life too seriously. We cannot take things too seriously because we must remember rule number one. Make a loud noise and be joyous. It's even written in a particular book that I've read once or twice. And we must never take things too seriously. There are times when we must be sensible and we must be serious. But for the most part, we should share laughter and love and joy, the occasional jiggle, the occasional giggle, the occasional joke, even at the expense of the bloke who's trying to sound all serious and self-important, which I think everybody knows me by now. I've never tried because it's not possible. But the point is, friends, the world of spirit wants us to be uplifted. The world of spirit wants us to be happy. That's why they come forward every week through mediums like Barbara and Louise to say we're here and we're here to stay. Yes, we all and always will miss that physical connection. And that's when we tone it down, calm it down, and be sensible for a moment or two. But let's face it, anyone who's been regularly to a spiritualist church knows that the messages coming through aren't always serious and sensible. Wash up that butter knife that you left on the sink before you left the house. You've been up to naughty things. We know what you did last. Oh no, that's a film. All these things that spirit come out with upliftment and love and laughter. They don't take it too seriously, so why should we? We should be uplifted. We should be happy that we are given this wondrous gift, the physical life. It can be a pain in the bottom. It can be difficult. It can be a trial. But you know what? It's still a gift. And the reason for this is because although we miss those that have gone before us, we got to share some time with them. And we will get to share more time with them for all eternity. As spirit people, we will wander the universe together when we take the transition from this physical life. Just think, we will have all of time and space together, where you can all sit and listen to my addresses forever and ever and ever. Amen. Won't that be wonderful? Shut up. But that's my point. We laugh, we uplift, we have joy in our hearts. I think there's even a hymn, bring me joy in my heart. It doesn't end with shut Nick up, please. Thank you. But of course, friends, it matters that we discuss the spiritual as well as the magical. Because I know everyone's here to see these two work. I know you're not really here to listen to me. Because otherwise you'd just sit at home and hit repeat on some of the greatest hits on YouTube, and then you could have EastEnders on the other side and just mute me all night. But the reason I stand up here, week in, week out, spending 7 to 10 minutes talking about spiritual matters, is because we are spiritualists. It is our way of life, it is our faith, our religion, whatever you want to call it, it's who we are as much as what we do. And part of that message from the world of spirit is about getting through it all, getting over it, getting on with it, living it, loving it. We call it philosophy, but really, it's just kind, sensible thoughts. And it doesn't have to be flowery words. You'll never get that from me. We get that from the reading afterwards. And sometimes they're quite colourful as well as flowery when it's Alan giving the reading. But the point is, it's part of what we are, because it's another method of spirit contact, another method of proof. That I stand here and speak out some random words, and suddenly Alan comes up with a reading that echoes the themes. That is spirit giving everyone a message. That is spirit giving everyone the chance to find a way forward to make a better world. And why would we bother making it a better world? Well, we've just been discussing that occasionally life can be miserable and mardy and we need to be uplifted. So do you think it's appropriate that we make it a better world? Yes, of course we should. But that doesn't mean to say that just because it's a really big and difficult challenge, we should shy away from it. Because nobody here in this room, watching at home, watching in the future, anywhere in the world, anyone who's hearing these words has faced challenges. And you're still facing them. And you're still standing up and keeping moving, coming here, going out into the world. So I know you can all face challenges. So why not have one more? Make the world a better place by going out, telling people that life is eternal, telling people that there is a spirit world, and telling people to just blooming cheer up. Thank you all for listening, and God bless you all. Now, if Alan's got a reading about a certain young lady in white, I'm going to be very worried. But no, we've got magic words now, because I did say that, you know, there is stuff that's magical. This is one of them. We're going to summon an entity all the way from up north by using the magic words, Reverend Alan, are you there? So after 3, 1, 2, 3, Reverend Alan, are you there?
I certainly am, and I am absolutely laughing my head off here. Guess what tonight's reading is, Nick?
Oh, you haven't?
I have. It is called A Night with My Lady. It's by Gerard Stein. Her body glistens in the light. I urge to play with her all night. I pick up and hold her steady. Take a deep breath. We are both ready. I run one hand up her long neck. Just touching her makes me euphoric. Across her body my right hand goes. I've been practicing, believe me, it shows. Her body glistens in the light. I urge to play with her all night. I pick her up and hold her steady. Take a deep breath, we are both ready. Another deep breath, the tension mounts. I have to stay focused, every moment counts. I am ready, let's get moving, here it goes. We both start grooving. Her body glistens in the light. I urge to play with her all night. I pick up and hold her steady. Take a deep breath, we are both ready. I start out slow and get in the swing. As I do, she starts to sing. The sounds and feelings grow more immense. The movements become more intense. Her body glistens in the light. I urge to play with her all night. I pick her up and hold her steady. Take a deep breath. We both are ready. She screams and screams while I am a-groping. My heart stops as I see the door open. My mum walks in and with a frown says, "Your guitar is too loud. Please turn it down." Thank you very much.
Alan. That is just... I even referenced that particular reading because I know you've read it twice over the last 10 years. And the fact is, you didn't even know that we changed the music for the guitar riff as well. So thank you, Alan's friends and helpers. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, my word. That is just stunningly accurate demonstration that philosophy is mediumship and should be adhered and listened to. I think it's wonderful. Thank you. And I know for those that have never heard it before, you'll probably share that one for them again. But thank you so much, Alan. And yes, that definitely has cheered me up, mate.
Good.
God bless you, mate. We'll see you soon. Everyone, Reverend Alan! Whew. Wow. I always worry when that reading starts and then smile when it ends because I worry that people might take offense. And I've only got 3 posts left. So, you know, the fence might not stay up if we have to replace it again. Well, friends, the next part is another form of mediumship and probably one of the most important forms of mediumship. And that is healing. Sending out your healing thoughts to all those who are sick and suffering and in need of comfort. I've said it many times, and I will say it again. Do ask for yourself. Never forget to ask for yourself. And so, friends, we will join together in our healing silence by saying the healing prayer. We will hear some music and see some candles, or you can close your eyes. And then we will end with the word, Amen. So let's join together, friends, and say, Great Spirit, Father, Mother God, here we bring unto you all those who are sick and suffering and in need of comfort, be they sick in mind, body, or spirit, that it may please thee to heal them. This we ask for those we know, for those we do not know, and those who have no one to ask for them. We ask for them now. Amen.
Amen.
Yeah, I do. And it's right here in front of me, and I got the wrong glasses on. I do apologise. Friends, also, can we ask when you send out your healing thoughts tonight, which I know you will do, and if you are still in the zone for sending out healing, please also send out your healing to Helen, Vanessa, and Jonathan, relatives of mine who are in much need of healing today and for a while to come. Please send them healing and include them in your prayers tonight, please. Friends, in a moment, I'm going to hand over this service 4 minutes ahead of schedule, I might add. I'm going to hand over this service to both Barbara and Louise for a demonstration of mediumship. And I'm looking very much forward to it. One of the traditions of this church is promoting, bigging up and giving a platform to up-and-coming new mediums. Mediums that have never served here before, mediums that are either just starting out or still practicing or giving it a go or have been on the platform for a number of years and still going strong. That is a tradition that was instigated quite firmly and strongly by Reverend Wendy Perry, our deacon, who was a huge proponent for making sure that the fresh and next generation come through and develop their mediumship and get on the platform or get in the healing room and do what they need to do. And so we continue tonight by having Louise here tonight. Speaking of traditions, we established quite a few of them over the years. And on Sunday, we will be having established those traditions 10 years. Because on Sunday, the 12th of June, it will be exactly 10 years that this church, your church, has been running. 10 years! Started out once every fortnight on a Sunday afternoon, made use of the hall when it got freed up. Thanks, Liz. And we've carried on just as Spirit wants us to. And I know that in another 10 years, this church will continue. In another 20, 30, 40, 50, there will be spiritualists here in this hall on a Thursday night. Something to look forward to while you're all trying to escape to the other end of eternity for another one of my lectures. But that's another Thursday. Now to this Thursday. Friends, I give you Barbara Price and Louise Perry. In that case, I will just borrow you. There you go, my sweet.
Okay.
I'll be on.
Rightio. I turned around and said that she was going to do the evening tonight. Okay. Right. I can't. Louise isn't my fledgling. She comes from Linda Brusco's circle, and so I have given her one opportunity in my place. And I thought it'd be lovely for her to come into Littleport and demonstrate her own mediumship, and continue to do the work Linda had taught her. That's so important. I do feel as though I want to be over here. Everybody knows that I know where I want to go. I know I'm here with you, okay? And as I'm there, I have a gentleman here in the spirit world, and I feel with him, he's rubbing his legs. So I don't know whether he had problems before he passed to the world of spirit, but I know he's just rubbing his legs. But would you understand somebody here on the earth plane that's got like maybe a sciatic nerve problem? Or would you just hold on to it, please? Because I just feel as though there is somebody here, maybe they haven't discussed it with you. And also is that, I know you're a very spiritual lady, but I want to say to you is that I'd like to see you using it. Not me personally, but my guide. And great opportunities there. And you should actually use that great opportunity. I want to say to you is there's there's lots of, how can I say, there's plenty of opportunity, not just for your spiritual work, but for everything else you do. But every day you work for spirit. All right, so it's as though that when you walk your pathway and you get up in the morning and you do your thing, first thing you do is talk to spirit, because they talk to you all the time, but you're not using their information that they're giving you. I want to say to you, you will. All right. And you have one daughter or two? One daughter, okay. Do you have a son, please? You have two sons, okay. Older than your daughter, please. Younger, okay. Have you got one about 9 or 10? Okay, because I just feel he's very clever. All right, he's screwed in there, and he knows that, hey, wait a minute, I'm all clued in, I can do all this. He's also very spiritual. All right. I just feel with him it's as though that he can just say hello and down to him. And I want to say to you is that I'm not seeing him working spiritually, but I do want to say that he will do things for spirit in his way. Does he play football? Okay, because I'm seeing him kicking the ball. I want to say that also within his class, I just feel as though that he just knows. All right, he doesn't have to look at that book. He just, I know what it's all about. But I will look at it. But I want to say to you is that with that, it's as though that he will achieve. Nana in spirit, I have Nana in spirit, Mum's mum here, Mum's mum. And she said, he's a lovely lad. He's a lovely lad. She said, oh, I do agree. She said, I could eat him. I could eat him. I do feel that this lovely lady I have here is that I want to bring her back, because her energy is such lovely energy I've got here with her. And it's as though that they broke the mold when they took her. And it's as though that her transition was very quick, very quick. But she said, I'm not here on my own. She said, I've got so many of them here. Who's Edie? Evie, is it? Lovely. Okay, it sounded like Edie, but Evie. And also is that she's also talking about Mavis. Mavis, don't worry, it's her memories. And I also want to say Lily or Lillian, all right? Also is that I just feel with this lady, she loved Christmas. It's as though that Christmas things would be, she's saying, not the Christmases we have. It's the Christmases she liked to do. The Christmas pudding, put in the footly bits or the sixpence in, and maybe just preparing the Christmas cakes and months beforehand. And it's as though that she would put the brandy and whatever in the cakes, or whatever they put in the cakes. She said sherry, very good. Sherry, she said. And also with her is that, would you understand somebody who had webbed feet? No? Okay. Your grandmother is talking about somebody who had problems with their feet, but she's talking about webbed feet. Okay. Webbed feet is very, very spiritual, actually. I had two. And but at the same time is I want to say that she is actually talking about webbed feet. And it's as though that she must have known somebody. But in her day, she wouldn't have discussed this. All right. She's very, very much, I just feel that she loved the land. So I know that she worked on the land, or she had her own plot of land, or maybe a farm or whatever. But I know that she loved it. I've got Granddad here as well, and he's got his hand on his head. And also I've got a pencil, so that he always had a pencil, either in his pocket or maybe stuck behind his ear. You're doing some decorating? He said, decorating to be done, my love, he's saying. Decorating to be done. He said, I'm standing there behind you. He said, I want to just come and help. I just want to come and help. These two are wonderful, absolutely wonderful energies to be with. And it's as though that, and your daughter will go far. With their help, she will go far. I want to say that also is that there's a lack of, she lacks maybe a little bit of self-esteem, but as she gets a little bit older, she will get that. And it's as though that anxiety, who suffers with the anxiety? Is that her? Because I just felt very, very much there as well. But your grandmother here is saying, dump it, get rid of it. It's not worth having, she's saying, not worth having. If you're going to worry about everything like that, it's just, she will be fine. You're a good mother. You're a good mother. And each and every one of your children have their own personality, all right? And they all say the same things quite often, all right? I want to say to you is look after your stomach. Look after your stomach. And also I want to say also look after your eyes. All right. Lots of love coming from the spirit world. Parents are still here, please. They're both in spirit. I said parents because I felt that they were still here. And but they're both in the spirit world. I used to say mum and dad, but your grandmother said parents. And I don't think I've ever said that on the platform. I want to say a great loss. A great loss. And I want to say to you is that they are very much your wings. All right, I'm absolutely full of goosebumps here, and it's so that they're saying, "Thank you for being my daughter. Thank you for being my daughter. They loved you dearly. They wish they could have done more." And it's as though that we are. If we let you down in any way, we're sorry. But I want to say to you, they're giving you the butterflies, but also giving you wings. But it's their wings. They're very much there with you. All right. I'll leave their love with you and God bless you. You got anything? Go on in.
Keep it out. Thank you. And now I'm at the back with you two. I've got a grandma. Yeah. She showed me a necklace with wings on it. And she's spinning it. One of you lost a bracelet because she's rubbing my wrist, going like this.
I think brought bracelets from her in the past myself, but
No.
hers personally.
She's going, she's going, it's missing. It's missing.
It is.
Yeah. Mm. It's not what you expect it to be. I think she's hid it from you. Just for the fun of it. And then she still the whole one of you's got a tattoo here. Yeah. She don't like it. And she's like, yeah, I got a clap for that because she's like that. Made my neck up. Yeah, she doesn't like that one. And you're getting another one, aren't you? But here. Alright, well she's like that.
I've been thinking about getting one here.
Yeah.
I have, yeah.
Bows or something. Something bows.
No, not bows. It was going to be bows.
Yeah, bows.
Bows, I thought it said bows. Yeah, it does have bows.
Yeah, she's showing little bows. She's like a little tiny bow.
Yeah.
And she likes that. It's going to be red. She's saying likes it in red. Don't know what else it's going to be, but she's showing it here.
Red, yeah, I was kind of thinking about getting there.
Right. Well, I don't know where I am. She'll give me a baby, but it's here, not there.
Okay, I've got a boy.
All right.
He's just coming on for a year old now.
Yeah. Yeah, because I always get confused with the age gap. She's trying to say it on that side to this side. If you know what I mean? But no, she's happy. She plays with him. She showed me a ball. She showed me a ball that lights up.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. She touches that to make it light up for him. And she's showing me my leg. She's saying it's a child, yeah. She had problems with her head, didn't she? Because her head so hurt. Like headaches. Somebody's got headaches and
She might have had headaches. I'm not sure about it.
this is grandma, not Nan, this is grandma.
Grandma, this is
No? Yeah. Yeah, you're right. She's just showing me. She said, I've got a headache.
yeah, okay. Yeah.
Do you get headaches for working? Or like caffeine then? Yes. Yeah, that's what, yeah. She squashed my head. She's going, he drinks too much caffeine. Are you getting more tattoos then? Because she showed me some gentleman's arm full of tattoos. No? It's like one of them sleeves. You know the ones you get, them people get? So if you don't get one, you have to get two. But there's somebody in the group you know who's got them. Shown back building trade. Somebody working in the building trade.
Yeah, I used to.
Oh. Did you hurt your back?
Yes.
Oh, you can take it away now, because that hurts. She just stabbed me in the back with a little pain. So yeah, you hurt yourself badly on that one. But you will go back in the building trade. No? Because she likes to be building, show me some bricks and building something with bricks. No? Why are you showing me bricks simple? She's showing me his house.
I have a partner that is a rookie.
That's it then. Because she's showing me his house and it's being built with modern bricks. And they're not as good as the older ones, but she's saying bricks. Because she kept pointing at you. But she stood between the pair of you. Oh, you can help out on this house then?
No.
No? No?
My own things to do.
Oh, okay. All right, she's asking. I don't know, we say no, so. Did you hurt your foot lately?
I have had legs. I was born with sad legs.
Yeah, because she's making me feel unstable when I'm stood here. I'm trying to lean one way.
Yeah, I'm very much that way.
Yeah, because she's making me like that, as if I'm going to tipple over. You need to sit and, she's saying for the heat pack on your hip.
Yes, yeah,
That'll help.
yeah.
You still got a little teddy with a little dog.
I did have a dog. She did pass today.
No, she showed me a teddy bear of a dog.
Oh, I did have a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got two.
Yeah, there's one. I don't know who it is, but she showed it's got black ears and she said it's her favourite.
Okay, I'll go make
But I've got loads of ribbons. She keeps showing me these pink and blue ribbons. I don't know what she's gone with that one. Right, I don't want to go with. She just keeps showing me lots of flowers now, and she's really happy because her legs don't hurt anymore. Sorry.
I've been gardening today and I've got like 3 dozen roses out my garden today.
All right, there they come from then. But she said my legs don't hurt, and I'm happy. Thank you. Sorry, it's short and sweet.
Thank you very much.
Sorry.
Okay, you should do well. You should do well. Okay. I don't like clapping, but I do feel that encourages the energy to continue to flow. Can I come here with you? And as I'm there with you, I'm just very much aware of a gentleman standing behind you. I do feel a father vibration. I don't feel dad. I feel on dad's side of the family, so granddad. All right. And as he's there with you, it's as though he's, I don't feel he's understands his way of life. All right. But at the same time, he's come in because he wants to stand beside you. Also is that, I feel quite tight around my lung area with him, so I feel that his breathing before he passed into the spirit world was quite hard. And he said, I did struggle a little bit. He said, but don't worry, I'm okay now. I also want to say that he liked to have a cigarette as well, so I know that he used to be a smoker. And also is that, would you understand also a gentleman in the spirit world that used to smoke a pipe? Yeah, okay, because I'm very much aware. I don't feel these are the same. I feel this is two different men. Yeah. And also is that I'm very much aware of doors opening, but doors closing for you. It's as though I want to open this door, very symbolic. I want to close it to allow that one to open. If you open this other door before you close that, things will collapse. All right. So I know that there's things around you that you want to achieve, and you're not getting around to it. All right. So allow that door to shut. And when you shut that door, I want to say to you, I sound like Larry Grayson, don't I? But when you allow that door to shut, I want to say that there will be success for you. You don't work, you do work. Yes, you do work. You don't work for yourself. Okay. You have the inclination to do this. I do feel that you have the knowledge to do it. But at the same time is that, I don't know whether I should, because I bring enough income to support my family. I want to say to you, yes, you will. Yes, you will. I'm not seeing you doing it yet, but I want to say that you will veer towards that later on. A new key around you, so you've either moved or somebody around you is wanting to move. And I'm also seeing a new vehicle here as well. All right. I want to say that also, I want to say happy birthday, because I know there's a birthday just gone or one's just coming in. Also, I want an anniversary around about August, September time. All right. I don't know whether this is a birthday, an anniversary, or a passing, but that's very, very much there also. Mum is still with us, please. Yeah, and her mother's in the spirit world, so it would be your grandma. She's very, very much coming forward, and I want to say a sad loss there. I don't feel she's been there very long, okay? And I know that the family at this time, okay, I know at this time the family is still grieving her, okay? And I know that there's no time in grieving, okay? But at the same time is I know that she's not been there very well. Very long. I want to say that a happy release. A happy release. She's saying a happy release. So dry your tears, my sweetheart, she's saying. And it's as though that this is a happy release for me, but a sad for my family. You have a ring or some jewelry that belongs to her, because she's saying a ring. And you're a sweetheart and I love you. I want to say also is that as she's saying that, she's very much her arm around your mum, because I know your mum is feeling the loss as well. I do feel that the transition to the spirit world was quick, okay? But I know that she suffered a great deal here on the earth plane, but her transition was wonderful. Granddad also over there, yeah, because he's taken her. So his hand, come, I'll have you now. And it's as though they are together. He said, I'll show her the ropes. At this time, they're sitting on a little bench and they're looking at each other, okay? They have their little moments here on the earth plane, and you see the fireworks, that's them. And if you see a rainbow, the rainbow is yours. So look for the rainbow and she will give you the rainbow, okay? You have children, yes? Yeah, because she's very much around the children as well. A little boy. And you have a little girl. You've got three, okay. And it's as though that I just feel as though I want to be with the young one. It's as though that she loved her dearly. I'm not saying she didn't love all three, but she had a connection. There is part of your little girl that's in your nana, or your nana's in your little girl. Either way, but it's as though that she's saying, "Oh," she said, "Am I lucky? I can do this," she said, "and I've only been over a while, but I can do this. But I will come back many, many times." She said, "I'm going to make a nuisance in the home, so I don't think you're going to get away with it." She said, "The lights will flash and the doors will bang, and things will fall when they shouldn't." Okay. And also I want to say to you, she's giving you a little bunch of freesias. So I don't know whether she loved freesias, but she's giving you the bunch of freesias. Okay. Oh, you're using the wrong person for this. I want to say that she's giving you some cornflowers. I haven't got a clue what they are. Little blue flower. Oh, are they like forget-me-nots, are they? No, okay. Basic, same colour? Fluffy daisy. Anyway, I'm giving you some cornflowers, all right. They're fluffy daisies, blue, and whatever they are. Okay, but she's giving you them. If you have a garden, and they're not in your garden, you have no garden?
I do have a garden.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a garden.
I want to say to you is that if you haven't got them in your garden, they will be put in your garden. Because Spirit, she will do it. Okay. I want to say that if you've done nothing to your garden, I just feel that your grandmother loved a garden. Okay. And she's saying, get on with doing my garden. All right. And it's so that I feel she was on one level. Okay, so either she was in a bungalow or a flat, or she lived on one level. But at the same time, you're with her is, she said, "No, I'm here. I'm not going. But, oh, okay, bless you. You're not the only sibling that's missing her. There are others that are missing her also. But she's worried about your mum. She's worried about your mum. Your mum has taken it very hard. And I just feel really, really quite choked about this. I don't get choked on platform, but I do feel quite emotional about this. And she is very concerned about her daughter. And it's as though that she never ever thought that she would live without her mum. I say that she's not gone very far because she's very, very much in the home with your mum. Okay, it doesn't matter who's with her. She needs her mum. Okay, but I want to say that her mum is concerned, and she's sending her so many kisses. But it's as though that I hope your mum understands this way of life.
She does.
Good. Because I want to say that your grandmother will kiss her on the cheek, and your mother will be sitting there thinking, what's that? And she's only going to wipe her kiss off. So just be aware she's going to kiss her on the cheek, okay? And she will feel it. And she will also tap her hand. Who held her hand when she passed? Who kissed her on the forehead? Okay? Because she said somebody was holding my hand, and I love you, I love you, I love you. And we will all miss you. I will all miss you. And she heard every single word. And she's thanking everybody for the letters. She's thanking everybody for the flowers and the photographs that was in with her. Okay, so they all went with her. And she said, there I am looking at all the pretty flowers and also the photographs and the letters and the beautiful poems that was written. Thank you. Thank you, my darling. And she's saying that, I don't know who Susan is, but she's talking about Susan. So she said she's met up with Susan.
Right. Okay.
She's met up with Susan, don't worry. Who's Ruth? Who's Ruth? Okay, because she's just... But you can think, you know, they think quicker than we do, so I'll just throw them out at you. I want to say that you're talking about a little holiday. She said, don't think about it, get on with it and do it. She said, you can't do nothing for me now, but I can come on holiday with you, and it doesn't cost me a penny. She said, I have my man, and he's here beside me. Take my love, and God bless you. Not yet, okay. Not yet. Okay, right here. Can I come here? Okay, and as I'm here with you, Mum in spirit, please. Okay, because I've got Mum, Dad also in spirit here. Dad is still with us. Dad poorly, please. I'm not putting him in the spirit world. I just feel there's a few aches and pains around him, and not going over there. But at the same time, I do feel that your mum is very much around him also. Mum is saying that you're a good mum and you're a patient mum because you have a lot to cope with. You have a lot to cope with. She said, how do you do it, my love? How do you do it? But at the same time, she's saying that she's extremely proud of you. But she's proud of the fact that you're in a spiritual church. So I don't know whether she understood this way of life or she's learned since she's been in the spirit world. But I want to say to you is that it's time you looked after yourself also. You give it out to everybody, but you don't give it to yourself. All right, who's Helen? Okay, don't worry, I just want to give you Helen. And who's Angie? Angie, Anne or Angie. Just know I give it to you, okay? And you can bounce it with your family as well. Also is that I'm very much aware of a hospital appointment here as well, either somebody attending hospital or somebody's been attending hospital. And I'm just very, very much aware. And also things are, it's as though that within the attending the hospital, it's as though that there's been a bit of a worry. If you go to hospital, you usually do. But it's as though that you all thought the worst. And it's not, it's okay. It's all okay. Would you understand breast cancer? Somebody had a scare of breast cancer?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm just very, very much aware of breast cancer. Everything's okay. Everything's fine. Also is that a new key here. So I just want a new key to a door. I know you've not long moved here, but I just feel a new key to a door around you. But I want to say also is that I want to go back to Dad, and it's as though that Dad can be very stubborn. Yeah, okay, because I just feel very stubborn with him. And it's as though that you could say that wall was green, they say, no, it's black. You know, it's as though that's how stubborn he is. But that's how he copes. That's how he copes. He doesn't mean to be stubborn or rude or anything, but that's just how he copes with things. When Mum passed, Mum and Dad were together. They weren't separated. No, they were together. Okay, because I just feel very much as though, as much as they was together, it was Dad and Mum. All right, it's as though that because he was so stubborn, and as though Mum, oh, he's at it again. All right, but as though she put up with an awful lot. But she said, I miss him, and I miss that banter that we used to have. I want to say that also is that she's pleased you're happy. She's pleased you're around family because that's what you needed. I don't know why I want to take you to up north.
Yeah.
I want to go up north around you. I want to go to I don't know where I want to put you. I want to put you up north somewhere. But at the same time is so that it's a lot warmer here than what it was where you come from.
Yeah.
So, and who's learning to drive? Oh, wonderful. Because I'm very much seeing a wheel of a car here. And it's as though I want to say to you, all get off the roads now. All get off the roads, okay? Right. And I'm only joking with you. But I want to say to you is that have that confidence. You can do it. Okay. You need to do it for your own space, your own. I can go and do that if I want to. I want to say that also is that a new bed. Have you bought a new bed? Because I'm seeing a new bed or a new mattress here.
Yeah.
And also some electrical work needs to be done. All right, because I just feel as though get on top of that. All right. And also is that a sink, the water's not going down properly. I don't know if it's a bath, a sink in the bathroom or a sink downstairs. Just be aware of it. Okay. George, who's George?
She got my Adam's son.
As long as you understand who George is. And also is that, I know you've got glasses on. Who's got to go to the opticians? Or who's just been? Would you understand somebody who goes to the hospital, to the opticians in the hospital? Would you understand that? Because I didn't feel it was like just going to an optician. I just felt it was a hospital optician. Okay. Also is that, who's got the bad leg? Or who's got bad legs? Whose legs don't work properly?
George.
Okay. And also is that I want to say to you is that allow yourself to have those feelings. All right. There's a lot of spiritual energy there with you. Is that you're frightened to bring that spiritual energy forward. If Nick starts his circles or whatever his workshops are, be there. I do feel you're a natural healer. I do feel that you really need to maybe go into the healing part. And but at the same time is I just want to say to you is that you have a lot of gifts there. It's just that you're not using any of it. And you really need to. You have a dog.
Yes.
Okay, because I'm very much aware of a dog, but I'm also very much aware of a dog in the spirit world as well.
Right,
And the dog in the spirit world plays with the dog here.
Oh, right.
As though it has its mad moments where it's sitting there or laying there, quiet as a little mouse, and all of a sudden it darts around the house. It's because the dog in the spirit world jumps on it and they play together, which is wonderful. I want to say that also is that who's making the pastry? Who's doing pastries? Who's making meat puddings? Or would you understand somebody that used to do steak and kidney puddings? Yeah. The smell of it makes me feel sick. And I wish they wouldn't give me the smell of it. I can say it, but the smell of it is, so, okay, steak and kidney puddings. Okay, you're giving it. Okay, take it back. All right. But somebody used to like to do the pastry and make jam tarts. Got jam tarts. Nana, Mum's mum is here. I've got your Nana here, and she's given me a pain here. So I don't know whether she had heart problems or she suffered from maybe a little bit of indigestion. All right. And I'm looking at the curtains, and it's as though that are you fussy with your windows, your curtains? Yeah, and they keep touching them. Leave them alone. Stop pulling them. But it's as though that very, very much aware of we can open them. No, leave them. It's as though that you're very fussy, but you're fussy within the home. Okay, you have a gift. Please use it. Okay, and I want to say there's so much love here in the spirit world. I also want to. I know the lovely lady there does her drawing, but I want to say that you have a gift of drawing, and it's as though that in a different way, and also you have also inspirational writing. Get that paper, get that pen. What they give you, write it, and enjoy what they give you, because they don't like wasting their energy. Okay. But I want to say to you is that even if it's bringing in the philosophy that we all need, okay, take the love of those in the spirit world. Lots of healing around Dad, but equally around you. All right. Leave that, say bless you. Yeah. Oh.
Thank you. Right. I'm with you over there. Nice green top. I've got a heart behind you. And a load of books to study in, like reading books, piles of them. Like, I'm not sure if I've got gentleman or female, but they're shouting at me. They're saying, you're not writing. You're not writing. I don't know why you read. Got your big books open, like it's like a maths book. I'm not quite sure. But they say you're not reading it properly. Do you understand where I'm going with this? Yeah, I've got, I'm reading this book and she's going to say your headaches and your head hurts. You're suffering a lot of headaches lately? No? She's saying, show me your back of head hurts. You said you look at these books and you get a sore head. There's loads of books on your table. She showed me all these books. Oh, come on, where you want to go? She's not drinking enough water. Says you're filling the beaker up, but you're not drinking it. You leave it and you walk off and do something else. Then you think, oh, I should have had a drink. Then you go and make another one. So you can see one on the table. She said, oh, if she picks one up, she'll have that too. She won't feel tired. Yeah. She showed me some yellow roses. Come on. You are, she said she wants to do some studying. She showed me some maths. It is mathematics. That's a big word for me. Yeah, she showed me lots of numbers. She said, you think I go back to college? I know it's not. But she showed me, she showed me a degree to do with maths. In your face, look. But she showed me, she's like, it's got like, oh, yeah, when you get a degree, you do maths or something, she showed me, she said, you're going to be doing this. No? But she showed me, she's pointing at you, she's waving it. No? But she stood there and she's going, you should be doing this. And she's saying she's tired because she's not resting. You're doing too many hours. Yeah. She's saying your legs hurt because you're always walking everywhere. She said you're getting tired so early of an evening when you should be like your time, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Time for yourself. Have you got children? Yes. Right, that's what she's saying then. You want your time now, not their time. It's time for you. She wants you to have a nice mug of tea and a box of biscuits. It's for you, not for them. Tell them to, not to swear, do it themselves. That's polite. You know, it's your time for you to do something. If you want to do some studying, she showed me all this stuff on the table. She showed me paperwork and she said, you're going to be doing this. She said, you've got the brain. She said, come on. Because she's walked around your house and you said, as low as you could be doing. Tell your children to do it themselves. I know they're older, she was saying. She's polite when she's put it. You like sitting in your garden. Says, right, she showed me some books, some really nice reading books. And she said, you don't get a chance. You pick one up, you start it, and then you go to your living room, you put it down. Then you get another one out. She said, how many you've got out in the house? It's ridiculous. She got one in the kitchen, and she showed me one in the living room. And she said, she put, which book is she going to read next? She showed me all these books in your house. She said, does you know which story goes with which one? She take me to your feet. She said, your feet are sore. They swell a bit, or is that? I don't know. She showed me your feet. She said, because you're always on them. You want to try and put them up a bit more. She showed me a box of biscuits now. And she said, if I could, I'd eat the whole lot of these. She showed me a chocolate one. She said, well, with your next one, let me think of me. Right. If she had some problems with her side before she passed?
Must be Nan. She showed me, no. Say something to her side. I don't know. She was off balance. She showed me my throat feel funny, so I don't know that one. Because she's making me feel really dizzy, stood here. I don't know that's you being dizzy because you're overtired, or it's her. But she's making me feel really dizzy as I'm stood up. Do you need your eyes tested? That's what it probably is then. Yeah. Right. She's blown you a kiss, but she's saying she wants to do some roses, yellow roses with you. And she's saying a lot of healing. So it's short and sweet. She's gone now. Sorry. You go. Sit down.
Okay. I would you understand, you have a back problem at the moment? Okay, because I just feel as though there's a lot of healing being given around your back, but also around the hip area as well. As though, and it's as though that stop lifting heavy things. All right, it's as though that you're lifting, but also you're not sitting correctly, and it's as though we don't anyway. But at the same time, there's a lot of healing being given down the lower part of your spine. Also, I know your partner's unwell, but at the same time, I just feel as though that spirit is very much around him at this time. And it's as though he's been up and down over in the last few weeks. And at the same time, is that he's stable, all right? And but it's getting a little bit forgetful. All right, he's getting a little bit forgetful, and your anxiety is worrying about him. And at the same time is Mum is in spirit. Mum is here. I want her mother then, as though that I know that your grandmother is very much saying that you've done the best you can of things that you don't understand. And she said, and pat yourself on the back, because nobody really understands that illness. And I do feel that with this lovely lady, is that she's loving the baby. She's loving the baby, and it's as though she rocks him quite often. There's another baby coming? Okay, because I'm very much aware of another baby coming. Maybe not around the same person, but it's just I just feel very much a baby. I have a child in the spirit world around you as well. So either you've lost a child or somebody in the family's lost a child. Was very much seeing that there with you. I want to say also is that if I take you back into your life, right? If I take you back and where you were then and where you are now, I want to say, aren't you on a wonderful pathway? Okay, where you was and where you are now, on a wonderful pathway. And Spirit will continue to keep you on that pathway. Ask them. It's very important that you ask the angels to support you. If you don't ask, they don't know. They like to work. Archangel Gabriel's very much there with you, and as that he's standing there, it's as though that is also a March birthday or March anniversary there as well. He likes March. He likes where all the flowers come through. I know the daffodils and crocuses and everything. At the same time, he's very, very much there. Ask me, I want to work with you. But your grandmother's saying where you was and where you are now, you're on a wonderful pathway. And I can't say that enough times to you. So I leave that and say bless you. All right. Sorry about that. It's okay. Okay. Right. Can I come here? Okay. I want to be with you at the moment, Tony. And as I'm there with you, I just feel very much is that, do you ever feel a headdress on your head? All right, so that it's, I just feel as though that either you wear one or you know that your guide puts one on your head. All right, and as that is very much there with you, I want to say to you, your guide is coming more and more stronger and changing you. I also want to say to you is that I don't know whether you've been out to America and been with the Native Americans, It's as though I want to give you a Native American name. All right, it's as though that you will be pulled in to the tribe. All right. I also want to say Mum in spirit, please. Okay, because I'm very, very much aware of Mum being here as well. And she's saying to you. And it's as though that she's proud of both of you, of the life that you've achieved, the life that you have lived. Okay. And it's, at the same time, she's saying, don't you have to put up with enough? Hey? And she's saying, thank you for looking after my boy. Thank you. She's also got about 4 dogs with her. So I don't know whether they're your dogs or her dogs. But I know you like German Shepherds, but I don't feel they're all German Shepherds. Okay. But at the same time is that I have one here that the back legs went or the back end went. Would you understand that one? Because I just feel as though that it's the back end. And it's as though that maybe just dragging the legs at the time. Also is that Spirit is saying thank you, Tony, for the healing that you send. The healing you send, not the healing you do, the healing that you send. I also want to say to you also is that do you ever feel as though that you've got rings on your hand, on your fingers? You don't wear rings, do you? No, because I just feel as though that I'm feeling rings on my fingers. Okay, I know I've got them, but it's as though I'm putting them on you. All right. I want to say Dad is in spirit as well, so he's standing very much behind you, and he's saying, "What a load of mumbo jumbo this is," and he's saying, "What a load." He wouldn't have said it that way. He would have said it in a different way. But at the same time, with him, it's as though he's saying, "Yeah." He said, "Okay, this is fun. This is fun." He still won't believe it. He's talking to me, and he still won't believe it. He's a bit like you. He's very private. He's a very private man, and he wouldn't share who he is. All right, but at the same time, is that he's a very sensitive man, and he said, "That's my son." Okay. I don't know if you ever went for a drink with him. I hope you did, because he's saying, "I'm proud of you, boy. I'm so proud. I'm proud." He said, "So is your mother." He said, but at the same time, he said, "But you're my son." You have a brother? Okay. Are there 2 or 3 of you?
Just
2? Yeah. Okay. It's as though that, would you understand 3 around your dad? Would he have had himself and 2 brothers?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, lovely. Because they're all in spirit. Okay, because I've got 3 brothers here, and it's as though they're all here saying, "What a load of mumbo jumbo." But at the same time, it's as though they're very much around you. Okay. And also, I know that we spoke early about what you was doubting, and you're right. You just turned around and said you're right, but there's a little thing missing, and you will find it. Just be patient, because he's the person you're trying to find is not allowing you to find him. It's like you turned around and said they're only, and he's saying that is it. He said, but you will find it, and that is important. That is important. I do feel a little bit of healing with yourself. Who's got problems around the stomach area, or who had problems around? Okay, because I just feel a lot of healing being given there. Also, I want to put Indian boots on your feet, all right? And it's as though that they're moccasins, but the female moccasins on your feet. I don't know if you've got any, but if you haven't, they will be on your feet, all right? Also is that I do want to say to you also is that I want to give you the Lewis and Clark Trail. I don't know if you know about it, but you just said Lewis and Clark, but I want to give it to you both, the Lewis and Clark Trail. I want to give you a sitting bull, but he's not your guide, but he's standing in between you, All right, he's standing in between you, and he's not telling me he's your guide. He's just saying that I want to give you the Lewis and Clark. I'm full of goosebumps here at the moment and freezing cold, but he's saying we can talk about our loved ones in the spirit world, and we can bring them back, and we can talk about our loved ones in the spirit world. But we also need to talk about who works with you or works around you, because you have a lot of work to do. And he's saying, I don't work with you. He's saying that I have a lot of influence there. You have a Native American woman that is with you that had a lot to do with the Lewis and Clark Trail. Okay. You have other guides, you have lots of inspirers there with you. But I want to say that a sister, you have a sister. You have a sister on the earth plane or a sister in the spirit world. You have no sisters? You've got no siblings at all? You've just got brothers, yeah? I want to say to you is that look into your past lives, okay? And I want to say that this Native American woman, look in your past life. I want to say, look in your past life. Okay. My guide is saying it's more of, I wanted to connect with your family, but at the same time, this is very much a spiritual reading from the world of those in the spirit world. And the reason is because they don't want you to lose your path. And that's very important for the pair of you. You have given so much out there within your life. Now they're wanting to give back to you. Okay, I leave my love with you both, and I wish you luck because I'm going to follow you all the way. Okay, bless you both. No? You can have a quick one, yeah, have a quickie.
We like them. There you go, sweetie.
Okay.
Go for it.
I want to speak to the lady in the blue top. I've got a gentleman spirit, but he won't discuss it here. He wants to discuss it at the end. Oh, I can't hear him because my voice has gone funny. He's made my throat so funny. He says he wants to talk to you at the end, but I don't know why. He just shouted at me, and then he's gone off. He said, I want to talk to you at the end. He's a very private gentleman. I don't know who he is, but he's gone. But he's here, if you know what I mean. He stood behind you and stood there going, I'll talk to you when no one else is here. Do you get what I mean?
Carry on.
He just keeps saying, he just stood there. He don't want to talk here with everyone here. He wants to do it private.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He wants to talk to you afterwards.
Yeah. He's made my throat go. He might have someone's throat, but he's made my throat go so tight I couldn't talk.
All right. Would you understand somebody that passed into the world of spirit that had problems around their throat area before they passed? Maybe lung cancer, or maybe what was the suffix?
Yeah.
The suffix, yeah.
Yeah.
Want to talk to her afterwards?
Yeah, if that's okay.
Okay. I'll let that back in.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you can have a private reading. No, she's good at one-to-ones. Okay. Okay. Am I right to carry on?
Yeah, you got about 5 to 10 minutes.
Oh, wonderful.
No?
Looks tired, doesn't he? Okay, can I come to the back? Can I come to the lady in black top, please? Lovely. And as I'm there with you, I'm very much aware of 2 or 3 people around you. And it's as though that I just feel mum in spirit, please. If it's not your mum, it's your grandma. Okay, but I want to be on your mum's vibration here. All right. And also is that I want to be on dad's side of the family. And I know this is his dad. So I have granddad in the spirit world on dad's side. But dad is not here, please. Your dad is on the earth? No. Okay. I haven't got your dad, but I know I have your granddad here. Okay. Your dad may come in. I have no idea, but I know I have your grandmother here. And I want to say that you're extremely like your grandmother. All right. It's as though that. Are you very clever with your hands, please? A little bit. Okay. And it's as though that your grandmother is saying, what's a little bit, my dear? All right. I do feel she was a lady, okay, and I feel with her is as though that she would have laid. Sorry, am I right on top of that?
Yeah.
It's because she's at the back and I want her to get down there. He's holding it up like that. I want to say to you is that when she would have done an afternoon, a Sunday tea, she would have had the tablecloth and everything to match. And but you're very much like that also. Yes, Barbara. Yeah. And but also is that I just feel as though you don't have the opportunity to do it as often as you would like to. All right. But I want to say that things are changing, things will change. But you have to change them. It's like I said to this lady, unless you actually put things in, things into motion, they won't get done. I also want to say to you is that, would you understand somebody who passed through the world of spirit with a heart attack, heart condition? Was that Dad, please?
No.
Was it your granddad? Yeah. Okay. And because I just feel very much that I'm very, very tight here. And also is that I can't see. I just feel as though somebody had problems with their eyes. Somebody had problems with their eyes before they passed into the world of spirit. It's as though that losing their sight. I feel as though I want to be Nan. I'm not saying it was her, but it's as though that I just feel as though either she had glaucoma or maybe something else wrong with the eyes. But I know that I can't see you. I just feel that you're a blur to me at the moment until she steps aside. But at the same time with her, I know that there's jewelry that belongs to Nan, and I know somebody wears jewelry that belongs to her. And also is that it wasn't cheapy jewelry, it was really quite nice jewelry. She said, only the best, my dear, only the best. I do feel with her also that she would have had her hair done regularly, so she was completely fussy in how she dressed. And everything would match. She's not keen on your tattoos, and I don't feel that she would have had tattoos. She wouldn't have shown her knees, she would have had her knees covered. And she said, no, and I wouldn't wear those shoes either, she's saying. But at the same time, she's saying that, and why should I complain? Things change. And in her era, that's, yes, she would have worn long dresses and she would have been up here with clothes. But at the same time, I just feel with her that she felt the cold. She always felt the cold. And she would never have her arms uncovered. She would always have a cardigan on or a blouse, but she would never have her arms. She didn't like this back wings here. And who had the chickens, please? She's talking about chickens as though somebody either had, do you breed chickens? No? You hatch chickens, don't you? Okay. Would you understand chickens that hatch and heat chickens? They go in there and they hatch. I've got a clue. So anyway, but I'm very, very much aware somebody had chickens, a chicken pen. Okay. You don't know? Okay, as long as you understand, because I ain't got a clue what they're saying to me at the moment. And also is that you drive, yeah? Because I just very much, pardon? But it's just very much where she sits in your car and you scare her to death. And she's saying, you scare me to death. And she's giggling, she's really giggling here. Who's Marion, please? Who's Marion? She's talking about Marion. She's also talking about Henry or Harry. Now, in the spirit world, Mum is still with us here on the earth. Ask Mum, okay? And also, somebody's going down memory lane because I'm seeing photographs being pulled out of boxes or in books. But I'm very much aware somebody's going down memory lane. Also, is that you have grandchildren, yeah? You have grandchildren? You've got no children at all? Oh, you're too lucky. I want to say to you is that if you have none, you have children around you that may not be yours, but I do feel that you love these children that are around you. All right. Also, is that who's got the big cat? Who's got the big fat cat? It's not. It's on the earth. It's not in spirit. Okay. Just now, we're giving you the cat, but the cat is very spiritual. All right. And also, is that you keep talking about pain in the head. Would you understand somebody who had a brain tumor? Okay, and passed into the world of spirit. Okay, because that's what you've probably been having. But at the same time, is that I know my head is really, really playing up at the moment. But I'm fine. I'm okay. I am okay. I want to say to you, as you work, yes? Yeah? And I want to say there's a change in what you're doing, okay? So that you want to bring in a change, all right? And this change will be fine. Just have confidence in yourself that you are capable of doing it, okay? And this change will make a difference for you. Take those in the world of spirit. Take the chickens, but I'm not taking them home with me. Leave that to Gillion.
I don't like reaching over.
Well, friends, I think we've had a right royal treat there, and I know a certain young lady with blonde hair would be very proud.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Barbara Price and Louise. Hooray! And of course, you're not finished working because you've talked yourself into giving another message after the service. So, that's definitely the influence in it. Yeah. Well, friends, I always love seeing someone new on our platform, and I've got a sneaking suspicion we'll be seeing you again. So thank you both. Ladies and gentlemen, Barbara and Louise! Now, as good as my lists are, and as bad as my eyes are, who have we got next week? Oh right, okay. So we've got him booked, didn't we? Now I do remember that I don't mean to name drop or anything, but I remember the last time I was on his show, he did say that he'd got us coming up in June. So I'm pretty sure it will be Paul Bannister. Paul, if you're listening, darling. Paul Bannister, waiting for verification, but it's Paul Bannister next week. I'm sure it'll be fine. Lovely guy, really, really cheerful, really, really good guy. Oh, we have to take your tablet with you, won't you? Yeah, take your tablet. Well, friends, wonderful, wonderful evening. I wasn't asleep during the service. I was sending out my thoughts. I'd be honest with you. I think I do quite well considering I get up at 4 o'clock and start driving at past. But, yeah, sometime. What you don't know, don't hurt. Friends, let us join together and close this evening in prayer. As we say, Great Spirit, Father, Mother, God, we thank you for the opportunity to come together as friends to witness your proof and your truth that life is indeed eternal. As we take out the word of Spirit out into the world as we leave, we ask that we have the strength, the courage, the good humor and good graces to be bold, to be brash, to be loud and to be true, and share your truth and your light with every person we meet. And so, Great Spirit, when in times of difficulty on that journey, we remind ourselves to ask. We ask you not to move the mountain. Just give us the strength to climb. Until we meet again in your name. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Well, friends, people think they can get away with things and escape. People think that they can avoid being caught out and captured and caught. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because there's been much of celebrating this week, and there's been much to celebrate. And although he thought he got away with it by hiding behind the camera, I know that in the last 7 days, a certain young man in a purple shirt behind my laptop had a birthday. So, Jack, after 3, 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jack. Happy birthday to you and many more. Woo! And of course, what happens is after the service, someone comes up and tells me, do you know who else's birthday it was? And it keeps me going all the way through the week. So happy birthday. And, you know, if you get any more purple, you're going to start blending in with that table. It's quite funny, really. No, I like it. Oh, come on. Do we not like purple? Do we not like purple? I mean, I see a sea of purple. I think it's wonderful. And I do like a nice splash of white and green in the middle of it. An island of upliftment. Now, I am aware that I talked about traditions earlier. I hadn't forgotten that neither. So tell me off if I forget. That it is time for our free pause print screen of Bully's special prize, because we'll be saying goodbye to everyone online shortly. So in order to get your copy of an original Hannah Wright in caustic art. Ooh, that way. Pause and print screen now. There you go. And then you've got your own copy of an original Hannah. And my word, whoever it is that gets it tonight, see me afterwards as well. There's a lot going on there. There is a lot going on there. Well done, my lovely, as always. Well, friends, thank you all. Thank you all for coming out every week and keeping us going and keeping me awake and out of mischief. Thank you, of course, to Tony, not only for the healing, but keeping me in check and keeping the sound up and running every week. And thank you, of course, to all of you for being part of this wondrous adventure. It's strange. I will just say this. Whenever I used to start something, people would say, oh, yeah, but you never finish things off. You're not a starter finisher. You never stay with anything for too long. Well, let's put it this way. In about 3 months' time, I'll have been a spiritualist for 25 years. And in 3 days' time, this church will be 10 years old. And I was also ordained on the first service. So am I able to stick with something? If it's the right thing. Spiritualism and you, my friends, are the right thing. And I will stick with you through thick and thin. So thank you for giving me something to keep me occupied.
Well done, Nick.
And of course, we've got a bold adventure coming, because once I'm free as a bird, I'll have more time to do more for the ISA, and then we will be flying. So I'll be calling our first meeting not very far in the future, which will be exciting. And you get to put your Bish badge on. Bish badge bod. There you go. Friends, it's... Pardon? And I'll have more time to do your garden, yes, mother dear. And sorting out the paperwork and filing things away. And we're going to have to get you some fairy liquid soon, you know. You've only got 15 litres left. But she is on her last 5 litres of fabric conditioner, you know. Bless him. He liked to prepare for things. Bless him, for those of you that never met him, you're fortunate. Bless him. Dad passed away last January. She's not had to buy any fabric softener, fairy liquid, bleach, washing up powder, and you've only been buying toilet roll for the past 3 or 4 months, are you? He liked to bulk buy. That's why he could never get the car in the garage. Anyway, I digress. It's nothing to do with the fact that I hit the garage door with my car when I was about 19, or my head 2 days ago. But there we go. Friends, let's give... Yeah, that's what I just said. I mentioned both. Anyway, turn the hearing aid on. Okay, and if not, you can borrow mine because I don't wear them. Friends, joking aside, please give a big round of applause and thank you for the lovely Barbara and Louise. It takes practice, it takes guts, and it takes courage to stand up here and do what you did. So well done. Friends, let's say a big good night also to our friends online who are about to leave us, because in a few seconds I'll be handing over to Prize Corner for Bully Special Prize and Raffle. But once again, thank you all so much. And to everyone at home, we'll see you next week with Paul Bannister. After 3, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Good night, and God bless you all. And over to you, Maestro.
Sun is shining in the sky. There ain't no cloud inside. It stopped raining. Everybody's in the play. And don't you know it's a beautiful new day. Hey. Running down the avenue. See how the sun shines brightly in the city. On the streets where once was pity. Mr. Blue Sky is living here today. Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long.